just not shrunk it down as much as I normally do. Anyway, let's focus on what we're doing. We've got a Dank Lady who's doing well. We've got a thief who managed to find, I believe, a death dragon, yes, in this ruin. I think we were just killing a lot of barbarians, weren't we? So let's just double check our main party. So let's summon us max level. We've got 2 level 9 stingers. We're doing 107 damage directly with a 57 from poison. And a level 6 Sylph, which is doing 69 healing damage. That's good. Love that number. More of that, please. Attack on Yesterquest, thank you very much. So I think we need to kind of formulate some sort of strategy in terms of actually getting the, what was it, 45% of the land that we need to transform. Let me just double check. Yep, 45%. Bit of an odd number. We're at 21%, so it's going great. Where the ruin tower? This one, I think we had a look at it, didn't we? Yeah, that's... I can't imagine that happening without the aid of some wards. And... I don't know. I think we've chosen the wrong healer to do that one. We probably need a Sun Dancer in order to replenish the fire ward. Even then we've got to take down a death dragon. Sorry, black dragon. It looks like I'd stopped this at the end of the turn, so I guess there's nothing else for us to do other than to end it. Strategy wise, I'm not too sure. There's a little bit more of the map we need to uncover. But in terms of whose lands we go after next, I'm thinking the demons, because we'd already killed one of their fairly powerful units. Oh. Oh dear. I can't remember who that was, I'm sorry. If it was a viewer and I've forgotten who it was, I do apologise. Hopefully I've got the lighting a bit better today. Does it look a bit better on me? How do I look, darlings? Do I look presentable enough? So another thing I noticed is that the lighting was really bad on the last one. Right then. Let's focus. She's planted that rod there. Double Beast Duke. Yeah. I'd like to think that's his nickname, actually. Sounds like straight out of a western. Potion of Water Warding. Hurrah. I'm probably not going to bother with these guys. You look like you were in a portrait. Oh, I don't know how to take that. Mine. I don't know whether that's good or bad. I'm going to assume good. Like I always do. Good evening to you, Zatsu. How are things? These guys are ranged attackers, aren't they? Oh no, they're area of effect. Right. I can't quite remember how we did this before, but I think it's a case of kill them before we kill us. Standard. Yeah, they'll attack both. Do they attack with the power of air though? They do. So as soon as we get this, the wards on the full party, we should be fine because we can kill each of these in one turn. There's a room with a green dragon. We might be able to do that. How much damage does a green dragon do? Is it something like 60 or 70? It's not that high in comparison to the other dragons. Might be wrong, might be something like 80. I'm very well, Zatsu, thank you very much. I've had a fantastic weekend. Thank you for asking. Stinger's up to level 10, 114 damage with 64 from the poison, and Sylph gets a level up to 76, so we might even be able to out-heal that green dragon that you're on about. Mine. 352 experience though, that'll explain it. Oh, and a Titan's Might Potion. Oh, Mr. Ambassador. 10% damage increase permanently. I guess we put it on this guy because he is slightly higher level. There's no point in not using it because we can't take a forward with us. We can only take 5 items with us, and it's looking like it's going to be our 2 artifacts, boots, banner, and probably this very, very handy talisman. So that's the only reason I'm just not hanging on to things. Very close by. Could it be this? I don't know. We've got a thief around here, haven't we? Oh, that's not the thief I'm talking about. This is not the thief that you're looking for. No. There's not a lot else for our thief to do. We've got a spy in the undead army, so we can't even... Hang on. Am I talking out my arse? I am. As always. Oh, so now that one's neutral. Okay. Fair enough. That was also neutral, but full of undead. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe I'll just... Well, it's not what I wanted to do, obviously. I wanted to tiptoe around this giant, but of course he just goes in full tilt. I guess that will do.
Let's get this over with.
As for Llewellyn, the one that we have to protect, it's going to be a pain. But I think we can do it. I mean, if things get a bit hairy, we'll have to bring Slut Summoner back. Let me see if I can retake that city. I think it's probably wise we keep Llewellyn with the Dank Lady. But in terms of us retaining control over our cities, I think the best way forward is to take advantage of what the hell. Okay, take advantage of the mercenary groups, or vendors, or whatever you want to call them. Well, that went brilliantly.
I trusted you.
Supposed to hang out with a friend, but forecasts say it may snow. Only in Alabama. Oh, I'm sorry. I said good evening, so that should be probably good morning or good day. Sorry, Zatsu. Only in Alabama can you get weather this weird. I beg to differ. UK, it can be pretty crazy. It was only a couple of weeks ago we went from something like 0 degrees up to 12 degrees within a few days. Did we give that saga a unit? Oh, you mean Sage? We did not. Llewellyn's bumming around on his own. Oh, great. They've found our bloody spy already. I'm going to swift up Dank Lady, take the city, and try and hold it because I think she's doing well. Yeah, she's got 2 upgraded units so far. Mages need to go. Thank you. Alright, I'm going to take a risk. See if she can hit both. It's fine. She's going to end her turn in the city anyway, so it's not too much of a problem. Alright, the Centaur Lancer is not far off actually promotion. So I'm going to go with my usual go-to upgrade structure for the Elven Warrior units, which is the Centaur Stables, because the Centaur Charger is just too good a unit to risk going down the other one, if you know what I mean. Centaur Stables it is. It's just an all-round better unit.
Let's get this over with.
People were bitching about it being so hot and it being December. I wish we had that problem. That's all I can say, Satsu. The cold wave came out of nowhere. I think it was more or less the same thing here. We had a very wide cold kind of front come in. Give him a lizard, man. It's not a bad idea. I think there's a dwarf campaign where you have to convert 80% of the land to your own or something like that. 80%? You know, considering you've got capitals where you can't actually convert that land, that's a ridiculously high amount. That's a Trellwyn. Still don't know where they get these names from. Oh, it's 2 green dragons. I trusted you, mine. You just said 1. Or did you not? I can't remember. You weren't too sure if you're allowed to cuss here. Can't take the risk. I'm glad you did, Satsu. That made me happy. No, let's just say it's for this channel's for a mature audience. Some of the shite I come out with. Double green dragon. I didn't actually check how much damage they were doing. Did anyone see? Well, it didn't kill the minor ent in one shot, so I'm going to say it was 60. Maybe 60 or 65. In that case, we're probably going to be just not powerful enough to take these dragons. Or are we? Not without any kind of buffing. I don't think we desperately need some more armor. Guardian's Boon will be good. In fact, we do have enough mana to. No, we don't have enough mana. I've only got 50 growth. What am I talking about? Well, we do. Yeah, we do have armor. Is it just 10%? Oh, it's 15%. I don't know. The problem is that I don't know how long it's going to take to kill this green dragon. I would say maybe 3 turns, at which point I don't think we can heal through all that damage. Unless I use the Talisman of Strength. That is a possibility. How many scrolls that can help us? Could go with the tree bark potion. If you believe I can do it, mine, that's all the inspiration I need. Fair enough. I'm going to potion up the sylph. So she'll only take around about half damage. Don't forget to summon. What, the trees? Do they really help us in this? Well, I guess they would actually. There's no point in getting Summoner to actually defend because they're going to damage him anyway. We normally get him to defend so he can protect the others. Should we go with Talisman of Strength? That's probably a little bit overkill now. I think it looks like we can kill this green dragon in 2 turns actually. Ow. Oh well. The tree was there for a while. It didn't stick around for long. I'll summon another one just in case. Good evening, Christoph. How are you? Does make me wonder if we'd actually been able to do this without the potion. I think it would have been tight, because if we lost the sylph, then that would have been it. We'd have had no chance. Dragons, of course, are the ones that will give us the most experience out of any enemy, really. So God knows how much this is going to be. 2 green dragons. It's not to be sniffed at. I am in the Christmas mood, Chris. Thank you very much for pointing out. Yes. Got all the presents bought. everything more or less wrapped. Well, almost everything. 642 experience, FYI. And another level 10 stinger. So yeah, I'm all done for Christmas, so I feel as if I can just enjoy it now. Excuse me. 335 gold. Banner of Fortitude. Oh, mine, did you know this? There we go. Instead of 15% less damage from attacks, 20%. Oh, baby. That's the one you want. That's the best armor banner you can have. Apparently you have bad English. Why is that? I've not noticed any problems with it. That's... Might as well take this guy down. These Spirit Wolves are giving us a lot more experience than I recall. I didn't think we were going to get much experience from them. But that's 107 from just one. Fair enough, it's divided among only 3 units, so that might be skewed somewhat. But I'm enjoying that amount of experience from it, let's just say. Thank you, Viral, and you too, if applicable. Terms and conditions apply. Lizard Man and a Medusa. I'm going to give him a Lizard Man. Might even use Llewellyn to just ferry some units back and forth to this city, so we can get a proper defence going. If we take it one at a time, then we won't really run out of money. Can you actually get out of the city? Well, I'll leave you there for now. That's fine. They look a little sloppy, but I can probably fix that for you. I think you probably need to go to a doctor for that. Alright. Everyone done? Okay, I think we're good. You have this. I don't think that was the right. No, that's right. You have this. That's a term. That's a thing. Don't worry. I know you can overthink these things. Actually, I normally do, but no, that was spot on. Oh, you got this, or something like that. I think you can swap them out. I think that's fine. Just noticed the lands are looking a little bit overrun with the undead at the moment. Probably going to have to sort that out at some point. Bearing in mind that it's just seems to be a capital and one fully upgraded unit, a tier 5 city there. Unit. Sorry, not unit, city. Medusa would be very good. I think that's probably going to be our strategy. In terms of the cities which are close by anyway, it's quite easy for us to get units back and forth from there, so why the hell not? We're not using the money for anything else. I can't remember holiday dates for the life of me. FYI, well, in the UK anyway, everyone seems to just go on holiday from Christmas Eve, which is the 24th of December, right all the way through to the New Year, really, and it's the same for me. So you might not see me so much over the Christmas period because I'll be out visiting family and friends and the likes. I'm very well, thank you very much for asking, Veril. I hope you are too. If she has that amazing ability she shows every time you fight her 4 times, 4 units in a row. Oh god, yeah, I remember that. So I was sad enough to go away and actually work out the actual chance for that to actually happen. I can't remember what it was, but it was something very, very low. And I thought, oh, it must be just the game bullshitting me. What am I doing for Christmas? That's I always go back and finish and finish and visit my parents and all of the family members and everything. Christmas is always a time for family for me. Where is Lord Summoner? You're not there. You're over here. Are you doing anything nice for Christmas? I'm going to go for the Kraken. Let's do it. Wow, they took all his movement points. Kraken should be just as good XP wise for us, so I don't see any reason why not. It's a fairly easy fight as well. Been a while since you got here. Good for you to drop in. It's nice to see you. You got 103 XP. More or less the same as that Spirit Wolf.
Let's get this over with.
Where?
Okay, so Lady of Dankness. I don't know what we're doing with you actually. What are we doing with her? We're going to kill Rod Planters, that's what we're going to do. Wow, that miss. Had one job. Oh, this game loves to bullshit, Chris. Absolutely. Despite that, I mean, I've had games bullshit me before, but with all the other games, I've always been sick of it. With this one, I don't really mind that much because I enjoy the challenge. So this game will bullshit you, absolutely. Oh, I've got to take advantage of this. I'm sorry. This guy's a level what? He's over level 10. How can we kill this guy? Sorry, I'm sorry to just stop my trail of thought there. Shit, we don't have enough mana, do we? 250 growth mana. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Verdant, that's the one. Still don't have enough mana. That's really annoying. There's no way misses happen the way they happen if those were the true chance values. Yeah, that's true. Makes buffing your hit chances all the more rewarding. That's what they want you to think. You fall into their trap. That's how we end up using chance to hit banners instead of properly useful ones like resistance. Is there absolutely no way for us to take advantage of this and kill this Nosferat? I'm thinking maybe go with the Guardian. This one's going to be a bit of a sniper, so we'll call him Beryl. It's like in and out operation.
What do you need?
Can he make it? You can make it that far. And then we'd probably have to swift him. See if we can take him the last mile, as it were. Percentages depend on what difficulty you pick. That's a very interesting revelation, if that's true. Mine. Should I go with scouts? I should probably go with centaur lancers. Otherwise he's going to kill the scouts quite quickly. I'm going to try this. I think it's worth a try.
What do you need?
And then swift him. And then see if that gets him the extra last, is that 5 movement? So I think we should be alright actually. No, it's only 30%. Oh, it is. We did it. I think this is the last. Let me just double check if we send him to this one. Yeah, he's literally got 2 movement points left, so that's it. So we just managed to make it. Whether we have enough might to kill him or not, I don't know. I'm hoping we do. So he's got 50 initiative. He's going to do 64 damage, so the scout will die. So we might as well do some damage with the scout before he pops it. God, that's a lot of damage. Has it fully healed him? It has. Don't say we can't actually even kill him. Beryl, I trusted you. We're not going to be able to do it, are we? Well, I thought we would have had a better chance than this, I've got to say. To be fair, he is quite a high level Nosferatu, which is, in my opinion, when leaders get to a certain high level, the Nosferatu beats all others, hands down, just because of that self-healing ability with his attack. Oh well, that was a fairly pathetic show, so I apologise. Nosferatu indeed for the win. Yes, sorry about that. That was a bit of a bad show. And that's why Nosferatu is my favourite rage leader, yes, there you go. I just wanted to prove a point how good Nosferatus are. I didn't want to kill him, I just wanted to show you just how good a unit is. I am being Rudolph today, is that too? I'm feeling Christmassy. I'll try and get a new hat for the next stream. I'll probably have to go to the supermarket or something. I can't even remember where I got this hat from. Probably some sort of Christmas party at work. Well, that was a bit sad. There's absolutely nothing else we can do. Ideally, I would have just summoned the whatever it is, Verdant. That probably would have been a bit overkill. There we go. That has depleted our gold reserves completely. So that's a bit annoying. I'm going to have to go after this rod. I'm not too sure mine. If anyone has any suggestions, that would be great. Other than that, I'll see what's the cheapest. I'll go to the pound shop or something. I don't have any shame. I get the feeling it's going to be one of those things where... Oh shit, yeah, she's royally boned. We're probably going to end up with less percentage of the land transformed at the end than we did at the start. I'm pretty sure that was a thing in the last stream. So, Rob Planter Thief, Kraken... Oh, I've got to go all the way around there just to kill the Kraken. Let's get rid of you. I presume they'll be busy this week. How's the correction of your grammar? I've looked through the mission briefing. There are some things that I've tweaked there. The only thing I've not done yet is the dialogue in the actual game, in the actual mission. Sorry, like the triggers and things. But I will definitely try to look at it at some point. I should definitely have the time over the Christmas holidays, mine. So I do apologise for the delay. But I will be getting back to you at some point. I appreciate it's a bit annoying. We need more gold. Oh, bollocks. I was going to say we need more gold, so let's get this gold, but we can't get that because we need more gold. Usually the case. Fine. FYI, now that you mention it, mine, I think I should be alright for streaming on Tuesday and Thursday this week. Can't see any problems with that. From then on, things might be a little bit sketchy because I'll be out and about. Obviously, can't do Sunday day because it's Christmas Day, I think. From then on, I think I'll probably... I don't think I'll be able to stream for about a week. Then I should be back, but I'll put all the information in the channel feed, so you can keep an eye on that, just in case you ever bothered. Right. So we've got those. We will get this runestone man at some point.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Oh, we've got that growth mana down there as well. I don't know, just stick him in the capital, maybe. Actually, no. We still need to do some ferrying of units, so let's do that. Because hopefully... We've not had a mine T-flame on this map, have we? So there we go. So let's get rid of these rods. No! Thank you. Oh, come off it. Thank you. I do have a Twitter, yes. I only really tend to... I'm really not good with social media stuff because I feel as if a lot of the stuff I would come up with is shit, and I think there's a lot too much shit on social media as it is. So all I really tend to do is do a post on Twitter whenever I go live, in case anyone doesn't get the Twitch notification. I'm going to be sneaky and do an instant resolve. A ruby! Thank you. Now you need to get an account for yourself. Be careful if you're entering the perilous world of Twitter. So much bollocks on there. I'm not talking about you, mate. When I mention Twitch notifications, it's the emails that they send out when you go live. What's supposed to happen is when you follow a channel, you might have your notifications turned off by default. But what's supposed to happen is when you follow a channel, you can get Twitch to email you whenever the channel goes live. Also, I think it's integrated into the mobile app as well. So whenever someone you're following goes live, you'll get a notification, so you can tune in.
Where?
Right, she needs to die. Is this actually the first time you're watching anything on Twitch? Oh wow, Chris, have I taken your Twitch cherry? I'm honoured. We've got ourselves a Centaur charger though, which is great fun for the Lady of Dank. Not too sure what to do with her now. Probably just guard this area from Empire rod planters. Darn it. You're probably going to get a face full of magic, which is going to be a bit painful. I'm sorry, mine. Need to be careful around here, especially if there is a trap. Ooh. Alright. Ain't that bad posting on Twitter? No, it's fine. Don't worry. If it wasn't for you, mine, I don't think my Twitter feed would have anything in it. I'll have them ready for the front lines in no time. Could potentially use him, but it's quite far away. Double Cyclops is not... I don't think that's doable. Not with ourselves weakened already. I'm going to get him just to hang around here and heal up for another turn. How much money do we need for Lizardman? Is it about 600? 850 gold. Why, yada.
Let's get this over with.
Pretty sure you can find Lizardmen cheaper on eBay. No traps in this map. I thought you said there was a trap coming up. Oh, sorry, mine. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Cyclops are classy ladies. Ooh, that was an interesting fight. I'm pretty sure that was two very powerful units going at it. I wonder who come the worse off. Oh, you can't see on this this preview, but they're sporting a lovely severed hand necklace as well, which is marvellous. So anyway, I forgot these. We're a mage lord, aren't we? So we're not getting quite the HP regeneration as I expected. Oh, we've already got healing research though, so that's good. Alright, I'm not going to cast that yet. I don't know why, I'm just floundering around, just thinking about things. If we can find an easy battle, then we'll just do that, and then the Sylph can take the opportunity to heal all of our units. This is looking very fancy. That's probably a ridiculously powerful unit, I'm assuming. Can we get to him? We can attack him, so... No, we don't have a spy. In lieu of a thief, I'm going to put an Ent Miner there, who can do a bit of scouting, reveal the area further forward, and then probably just attack this guy, and then we get to know what's in this army. That's just a thief, that's fine. This is not looking bad, actually. It's only the mage which can do damage to our back line. The rest will be just wasting their time with Summoner. I think we should probably go for that.
Let's get this over with.
No, he doesn't waste any time with he is mine. He goes straight for the hand. Thesnel. Seriously, I don't know where they get these names from. Are these things made up, or is there actually such a thing as a Thesnel? And a Perthin, and whatever the others were called? I find it quite bizarre. I'm going to go for it. Sod it. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. You just defend, and then it's just a case of just whittling these guys down, I think. An angel, probably, to start. He's legging it. Alright. Let's see if we can just kill as much as we can. Might need to swift just to finish these guys off. If the angel is staying behind to defend, let's just take down the other units. Probably get rid of the leader if we can. I think they made it up. Most of the names sound unbelievable. I thought as much. I just couldn't. I know that you might find this hard to believe, but I'm not the most cultured of people, despite what appearances may suggest. So I don't know if Thessanel is a thing, or a Perthin, or whatever the other ones were called. What was the other one we found? There's one down here. Well, Vulleri is a thing. That's just a place where birds go. Mios, I don't know where that is. I don't know whether these are actual things or not. It's very confusing. What about this one with the dragons? Ruins of Din. Well, that's obviously made up. Fine, I'll give you that one. Take out the leader and the red. Well, they kind of ran off. It was more in the other way around. Threaten the leader with something and the leader will run off.
If I must.
So let's make sure he doesn't come back. It was a level 3, so it's, you know, it's a small victory. Want to be Tolkien? Yeah, most probably, I would expect. I don't know if we're leaving ourselves very exposed here. I suspect we are, because the powerful Empire army is nowhere to be seen on the map, so it must be somewhere around here. Which is of slight concern. Still don't have enough money for the lizard men.
Where?
Maybe I'll just stick with 2 in that city. Right, I'm going to intercept this little flying shit before she causes any more trouble. Everything else seems to be alright. The other races seem to be behaving themselves. In fact, they just seem to be attacking each other. I will admit mine. Seeing the thief just walk up to your leader and then die is a fairly satisfying feeling, so I'll give you that much. Next map can be chaotic. Great. Love a bit of chaos. Where do we find fun from games? I would have said something along the lines of games which can offer a challenge whereby the first time round you fail miserably, but then the game forces you to approach something from a different angle, and if you do so, then you succeed. I really like that. I really like it when games do that. A game I enjoyed quite recently was called Divinity, which did that a lot. There'd be times where... Alright, this looks fine. Where the situation would be just crazy. I mean, there wasn't... You'd think there was no way for you to actually succeed, but then you just sat down and just thought about it properly and just took a few steps back, tried a different strategy, and then it worked out. I like it when games do that. So whether there is some consistent idea of the Disciples world. I would have thought so. Or map cities and names thrown randomly. There have been some instances in terms of them using city names more than once, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, mine asks questions to everyone, Veril. You know what he's like. You could leave Lady Dank beside the Empire capital. Ah, here, yes. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Which one? Divinity? Sorry, should have explained. It was Original Sin. Enhanced Edition, mind you. Let's grab the city while we're here. In fact, I'm going to instantly resolve that one, because it's a piece of piss. Oh, no dialogue, fine. That's probably the... Is that going to be the powerful Empire leader? Quite surprised why he just ran off and didn't challenge us.
Let's get this over with.
Don't quite have enough money for a Medusa, so I'm going to get another Lizardman. And then get him holed up in this city. And then I think I'll just spend a few turns just upgrading this city, first of all. I would normally do a Swift, but I don't think that's going to make much of a difference.
I am here.
You hadn't played normal edition for almost 130 hours. I'd play enhanced edition. Interesting. I think I've probably racked up about 50 hours so far, Chris. It's a good game. It's a very good game. It's a refreshing game. It's been a while since I've played a game like that. So kudos to the developers. Ooh, is he going after the Cyclops? If he's going to do that, then I'm going to take advantage of his weakened state afterwards. Good evening, Clyde. You lovely little sausage. You alright? Right, this city is a very sought after by both the undead and legions. I'm quite, more than happy for them to just fight over this. For what seems to have been the entire saga mission so far. Not saga. Sorcerers were nerfed. Interesting. I don't know the full details of what changed between the normal and enhanced edition, so I'm not too sure. The main thing that I could see when I looked at the notes was that they made it a little bit more. I made it a bit more serious. I think people were saying that it had a very strange sense of humour. It didn't take itself that seriously. I mean, that's still there, but obviously not as bad. Right, let's get rid of you. Wow, we did an instant resolve even though there's a Imperial Knight. Look at me go. Sorceress by then could beat everything single-handedly. Right, fair enough. Sounds like it was probably on the cards then. I'm going to go with your strategy, mine. Let's see if we can get the Dank Lady over to the Empire capital to see if we can make their day a little worse. Good evening, Jamal. How are you doing? Oh my. Is that it? Is that all we're left with now? I thought we had more units than this. Never mind. What to do with Slot Summoner? I kind of want to just leave him there for one more turn to see if this guy actually goes for this Cyclops buffet at the top there. Because if he does, he'll be super weakened after that, presumably. And then we can just swoop in and clean up. So, as boring as it is, I'm just get him to skip his turn. I have a Centaur Lancer in the middle. Why not? Centaur Lancer sandwich. Ah, alright. Looks like they're going for it. He's going to take some damage, presumably. So let's see if we can take advantage of that. Notice he didn't move that much after he killed the Cyclops. Maybe they've killed the leader. Oh god, this is all kicking off. You've played, not completed, Fire Emblem, Sealed Sword, Blazing Sword and Sacred Stone. So you're playing all three at the same time, mine. Just got home after jamming a shit ton of sushi in your face. I should think so. Sushi's awesome. I don't eat it enough. Then again, the only kind of sushi I can get freely, inconveniently, is the stuff from supermarkets. And it's not the best. That's my excuse anyway. We still need to preferably see the state of that army. Right, let's see if we can do it with a thief. I mean, there's quite a long path, so it hopefully won't take that much movement. Alright, I'm willing to do that and then swift her up. And then at least we get a spy in the Empire army. Maybe some Divinity Challenge in the future. Oh, it would take ages, I think, wouldn't it, Chris? It's a long game. Well, at least one of his Imperial Assassins is weakened. Pixel out of 10. I might make you both mods, and then you can just have a ban war. See who gets to ban someone. See who gets to ban each other the quickest. It's a fairly good opportunity to take down this guy. I might just do it. What are we thinking? Fine. I'm gonna do it. So what we're looking at, 160, 75, 75 against his 85 armor. That's nothing really to be concerned about. It's these Imperial Assassins I want to kill quite quickly. Thank you for your valuable contributions. I think it's probably a bit of overkill if we go for the Talisman of Strength. Summon a Train. Right, kill the one that's already weakened. One will go... Oh, they're running off. Fine then. Could have done with them getting poisoned. I'm going to heal just for the sake of healing. Right, let's see if we can get rid of the Imperial Assassin and just do as much damage to the leader as possible, I guess. It was a bit of an anticlimax, sorry about that. I don't like it when they run off. I want them to stay and have a fight. Still enough to get a level up on the Stinger. It's level 11 now, 118 damage. We are of course going to swift up, because that would be silly not to. See if we can get this completely all wrapped up. Surprised he didn't take that treasure actually. We're going to all the trouble for killing those Cyclops. It's him dead. See if we can get rid of this leader. I suspect what will happen is leader will run off and he will defend. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. Kill the leader quickly, and then the Imperial Knight is ours. I think if they played their Imperial Assassins well, they could well have beaten us. Best thing they could have done is just taken out the healer, but they didn't take the chance. Isn't there an artifact that prevents your enemy from running away? Yes. Yes, there is. I believe it's called something like Shackles of the Last Man, if memory serves. Wow, he's got all this shit. Look at all these buying skin potions and everything. I'm glad I didn't read all that out. Talisman of Fire, 25 fire damage to target units. Lich Talisman would be lovely, but we don't have the space in the back line. Oh, that lets you run instantly. What am I thinking of then? Does it let you run instantly? It's not that I don't believe you, mine. So I'm having a quick look. Maybe I'm thinking of Might and Magic, have I? I've put that in and it's coming up as a Might and Magic thing. Oh, sorry, yeah. My fault. Well, they're quite similar games. And I'm getting old. Right, so we got that rod, and actually we can get this rod as well. Hopefully this right hand side of the map is looking fairly under our control now. We'll put the Dank Lady in that city and then we can just completely choke the Empire. Thanks, mine. Keep me right. Should have trusted you. I should have trusted you. Oh, that will be their second powerful leader, presumably. God knows how powerful he is. The fact that it's a mage makes things a lot trickier for us because we're not that good against area of effect damage dealers. I'm not that old. Oh, I feel it, that's too. Seriously. First thing to go is the memory, I tell you. First thing to go is the memory. What do I keep on telling you? Potion of Fortune. Jesus Christ, they're really handing these out like candy. Iron Skin Potion. I think we probably already used this on Summoner. Yes, we have. I'm going to use that on the healer, actually. It gives us 30% less damage from attacks. Extra chance to hit. Probably a more powerful sniper. We don't seem to be using that potion, so I'm quite happy to swap that out for the Lich Talisman, so we can get something a little bit more scary on the front line. I know it won't last for very long, but a Lich is better than an End. More than happy to do that. We can't take it to the next mission, so why not use it now? Oh, it's not bad at all, actually. Hierophant is a bit scary. He can bring people back from the dead. It's probably this guy. How long he'll last against 2 snipers, though, I don't know.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Interesting.
If I must.
It's not as bad as I was expecting. I'd like to chuck the Empire. Wouldn't we all, Clyde? 5 years older than you, you're only 25. Wow, that's who I take that as a compliment. I'm actually 34, if you must know. Be sure to undercover the fog of war to prevent the Empire from getting leveled up units. Oh, I forgot that was a thing. Good evening, Sasha. I only really understand English, so I do apologise. I don't know what you're saying. So if you'd like to talk to me, then you can talk to me in English. Yes, there is. Not so 5 years older than you. Thank you, Clyde, for pointing that out. Ban wars. Let's have that. Like you say, mine. Yeah, if for the sake of 100 mana, let's just uncover the rest of this map down here. Oh, thank you very much, Chris. I don't mind people talking in different languages. I know people can be quite strict on it, but you know, as long as you don't start alienating people and causing problems, I don't see any problem with it. Twitch is an international thing, after all. Probably going to have to get Dank Lady just to hang back a little bit until we take care of this problem. I don't know how this is going to pan out. We're out of movement points anyway, so we're just going to have to see how that goes. Say hello from Poland. That's good enough. Mine. Are you originally from Poland? I don't think I've ever asked mine. Sorry. Or was it just that you're in Poland for a while? You are from Poland. I thought you were. Sorry, I couldn't remember if I'd asked or not. Oh, he's recruited a squire. Are you living in Ireland? Nice place, Ireland. It's gone a bit to shit recently, which is a shame. I spoke to someone in Ireland not that long ago, and apparently things were so bad in his area that he was buying cigarettes loose, like just the shop around the corner, sold cigarettes loosely and tea bags and things like that. That's how bad things had got. I thought, Christ, it's like going back to the war. But I think things are looking up for Ireland. It's a lovely looking place as well. I think Bizik lives in Poland, yeah. Anyway, what was I doing? I don't really want to feed them XP, but I'm wondering if the Verdant can do something for us in this situation. It's got the speed and damage to do some of the good stuff for these guys. And the fact that it's area of effect means that the Hierophant won't be able to heal everyone. Yeah, he's only going to get one attack off, which is fine. Because the Hierophant then has to choose who he heals. And he heals the Squire. Who levels up? Oh, the irony. Sorry, but that cracked me up. Well, the fact that all these guys on the back line are damaged now is going to make this a little bit too easy. But having said that, I did go up against them with a level 5 summon, so it's not that surprising. Good planning AI. I don't know. It makes me laugh, the AI in this game sometimes. I mean, and then they've used an Imperial Assassin on a unit which has 85 armor. What do they think's going to happen? Got another half the chat is Polish. It is a Disciples stream after all, Chris. It's to be expected. You just stay there, crossing your arms and looking grumpy. It's fine. The extra 10% damage reduction on the Sylph is going to come in very handy, I think. You mean half drunk? Wow. Another half is from Russia and Ukraine and sometimes Serbia. Probably, that's about right, yeah. I don't mind. All are welcome in the land of YesterQuest. I'm just glad I found other people who enjoy Disciples as much as me. Using poison on armoured units isn't half bad. Yeah, there's definitely truth to that. An armoured unit with over 200 HP and 85 armour, maybe not so, but yeah, I agree that the theory is right. $318 XP. I was expecting a bit more because it was a fairly powerful army. Nice little scroll there. Good, so I think the Empire have been well and truly subdued. Which is perfecto. Why do we speak English here? We should force Yester to learn one of the Slavic languages. If you're willing to help me learn, then that's absolutely fine. It will be a long and painful process. I'm warning you now. Unless everyone just, yeah, like you say, if everyone just starts speaking it in chat, and then I've got no choice to. But that would be mean. That would be Clyde levels of mean. Right, that's us done there then. This place is fairly well wrapped up because it was only the Empire that was really threatening us there. I'm going to give this party a try, see if we can grab this city as well. feeling a little bit confident now. Maybe even a little bit cocky. Might be our downfall. We'll see. Why am I making you want to play RuneScape, Zatsu? I should be making you want to play Disciples, surely. That's not the effect that I want to it's not the effect that I want to have on people. I want to make people want to play Disciples. I am making mine. I'm making mine play Fire Emblem, and I think I've also made Clyde made Clyde play Disciples as well. It's an interesting proposition. They do have that very powerful army with the double beastie boys. I'm gonna go for it. Let's make an unholy alliance. And hopefully they can help us conquer the undead. What I'm hoping for is that we get enough cities on the mainland to just overtake the Legion's land anyway, so it won't really matter if we're in an alliance or not. I don't know what you're talking about, Clyde. I never said that. Wallace is the best inspiring character. Yeah. Told you. All the best characters are bald. I was going to take that Infernal Mana, but I think it's probably a waste of time. In fact, I don't think our spells actually use Infernal Mana, do they? Nope. So I'm going to pass on that one.
Let's get this over with.
Oh yes, we were turning our sights down here. We can get all of these cities to join up in terms of the land underneath them. That will give us a massive boost in terms of fighting against the Legion's lands. I don't want a large unit. Orc Champion. Oh, that'd be quite nice actually. I'm going to go for an Orc Champion. If I knew there was Orc Champions on the table for the same price as a Lizardman, I'd have gone for that. Because these got 50 armor now. Yep, you go for that. You feel you've overdone yourself playing Disciples. Do you feel as if it doesn't give you much of a challenge anymore, mine? Even with the Rod Planter challenge, after me inspiring you to do such a miraculous feat. Plant that rod beside the Legion mana. Oh, we'll get that mana eventually anyway, won't we? We'll just be getting it a little bit earlier.
I am here.
Actually, it does depend on how many cities the Legions are going to take. By the looks of things, they don't seem to be touching that neutral one to the south, so we could move in and take that one. Oh, Nightmare. Interesting. Bit of a strange choice to go up against a giant. You don't have the feeling that tells you to play it. That's fair enough then. It's always nice to give it a bit of a break and then go back to it. Frontline is fairly easy to deal with. It's mainly going to be, I was going to say the Imperial Priest, but he's only a one target healer, isn't he? Silver's a bit damaged, probably could do with some healing. Thanks for reminding me, Chris. I'm pretty sure I said we needed to check, but then didn't. We're on 27%. Whoo! Actually more than what we started with. So that's good. we get the other one? Nice. And this little turd on the front, oh, on the back, sorry, has nothing to heal. I think we can get this wrapped up in this stream. Now that we've completely and utterly subdued the Empire. I think that was half the problem. Is that poison going to kill him? Yes, more than enough. That's assuming the mission does end once we've got that amount of the land and we go back to what's his face for some sweet loving. Might be wrong. Might be even more. That's the thing that I've noticed in the Elven campaign. There are a lot of missions where one thing will lead to another, which will lead to another, and the maps, although smaller, tend to have more story packed into them. There's lots of missions which lead from one thing to another. Never said Clyde levels have made my ass. That must be some sort of imposter, Clyde, that's all I can say. They're terribly mean to me. Look, you're archiving things. You don't do that to people you trust, do you? You've got to build a bridge and just get over these things. You know I love you. My lovely little sausage. Dragons is a no-go. Let's skip that. I think we're pretty much done on this right-hand side of the map then. You're archiving the truth. No, you're doing that. You're doing that thing that YouTube poop people do. You're just stitching pieces of video together so I say what you want me to say. I'm onto you. Alright then. I don't think there's much else for us to do other than I think we need to conquer some of these cities down here. Can we kill this one? No, because we need someone who does elemental damage. I enjoy a good YouTube poop as well, mine. I know it's immature. Immature humour at its finest. I do like a good YouTube poop. I like the Fresh Prince ones that they do. And the Chuckle Brothers. Have a look at the Chuckle Brothers YouTube poops, they're hilarious. I think all the stuff that we need to do, we're going to have to do it with Slut Summoner. No, there's a proposition. Oh, we can't even afford it, so it's... I don't know what you're trying to do, matey boy. Trying to sell headphones to the deaf. Clyde, it's because you're small but perfectly formed. You know that. You've got to embrace these things. Right, so which one of these cities are actually going to try and get? Grommerend? See if we can hang on to this one. To be fair, we could probably do this one. But Grommerend is closer. Sell spells to the Legion. I guess we could. We only really need money for those mercenary units though, don't we? You raise a good point actually. We should probably start upgrading some of these cities so we can start really taking over the map. In which case I'll get a move on. I'll try and be a bit quicker. I do apologise. Wow. Hit a nerve. Come on, Clyde, you know it's impossible for me to upset you. You've taken worse. In fact, let's get this one upgraded. Because we're fighting against the land from the Empire capital. So the sooner we upgrade this one, the sooner we can take over this whole island. Not much else going on. Oh, Manticore. Can anyone remember what kind of stats we've got from the Manticore, how much damage, etc.? That might be a worthwhile thing going after.
I am here.
You've taken way worse, yes. You've taken it multiple times. To the knee, and other places, mine, let's face it. Take it wherever you can get it. Are we talking about about 120 damage with poison and also ranged attack with a Manticore? 150 damage. I don't know who designed the face on the Manticore. It's horrifying, really. It's the stuff of nightmares. Only bummer smell.
Let's get this over with.
Right, let's see what's in this party. Let's see if it's something that the Dank Lady can deal with. Mage, Marksman, Squire. Don't quite like the look of it. Have we actually casted this before? Wrath of the Glades. I'm going to give it a try. I can't remember what it looks like. Oh, I remember. That's why I can't remember what it looks like, because it looks like shit. Oh, it killed him. Oops.
Let's get this over with.
Sorry about that. I did have to spend quite a lot of mana, so I'd be disappointed if it didn't kill him. It was a bit harsh. I like nightmare fuel. You're welcome to it, mine. I'll stay clear. Thank you very much. We could potentially take this undead city while it's actually in the hands of the undead. He's got rid of one of his beasts. Where's the other guy? There's the other beast.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
I thought it was a really powerful duke. Oh, maybe it wasn't a powerful duke, it was just because he had two beasts. Fair enough, alright.
If I must.
That's fine. I'm so powerful I unintentionally kill parties. Yeah, that's right, Clyde.
Let's get this over with.
Power your car in a mix of gasoline and nightmares. Is that a quote from something which I don't know about? I guess that's true, yeah. I mean, I guess the Duke could have given his beasts to some other party and then just went headfirst into some sort of horrible battle.
Make it quick.
Oh, that's
Alright, it just sounded like a quote, sorry. Reminds you of Bleach. What reminds you of Bleach? Clyde's quote. Yep, they've taken that city. That's fine. Nightmare Field. Ah, I see what you did there. It's very good. Haha, I've just got it. Good night, Chris. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we'll be on the next mission by the time you see me play Disciples again. Oh, we're at 32%. This is fantastic. I think we should be alright then. It seems to be going very well at the moment. What was I going to do? I was going to do something.
You found me.
he's just buggering around there. I feel like turning my attention up to here again. You know what I want to do? I want to see if we go for this Master Occultist again, will it just give us 1 XP like it did before? I want to see if we can get it to bug out again, because that was just odd. I don't know what to do with that thief. So you can just go there. Definitely don't know what to do with you. Have we got any spell vendors around here? See if I can steal some spells.
I am here.
What's my favourite meme? I don't know, I'm terribly outdated with memes at the moment, Clyde. Trying to think.
Let's get this over with.
I quite like the one of Ronald McDonald on the phone. That's a good one. Is that still a meme? It's probably long and buried, but fine. You feel like a simple sign at the thief training school would take away all the trust issues. Don't trust the bald. I'm not bald, I've got antlers. Is that Dark Elf Ghast still causing shit? Dark Elf Reaper, yes. Bald and bold. Alright, we still can't afford that orc, so bollocks to that. You're getting us some spells. Maybe the other one can get us some spells as well. We've got 2, haven't we? 2, which are both as untrustworthy. Where's the other spell thing? Hello? Oh, it's all the way over there. Oh, I'll go for it anyway. Even if it does mean going through Undead Lands.
I am here.
You got me a meme. Yes, just like that, Clyde. They all tend to be around about the roughly the same subject, which tends to be that. I would have said. Excuse me if I'm a bit sniffly this evening. I think I've got the onset of a cold. We're going to have a bit of a Master Occultist action. I forgot about that. Yeah, we should definitely do that. Bring the Sage to the Empire Crystal. So if you missed it, Master Occultist does an area of an effect summon. Area of effect summon. Yes, that's how we say it. And will summon units to any open space on his party. So he summoned in 2 Draco Liches and a Lich, which is mighty scary. But as soon as we kill the Master Occultist, he takes all of his summons with him. How much XP do we get? It's done it again! Why has it done it again? Is that a thing in this mission? Did this happen to you, mine? Did you go after the Master Occultist? Why am I just getting 1 XP? Is this game taking the bullshit to the next level? I went all that way for 1 XP.
Let's get this over with.
Alright, fine. I'm going to console myself by doing some mass terraforming with this crystal. I think you have to kill something. Oh, Clyde, what are you sending me now? Oh god, that's horrifying. that's awful. That's nightmare fuel right there if you want some of mine. Usually I manage to kill something. One of the summoned units, do you mean? Maybe Master Occultists just give no experience before the Master of 1 experience. This happened before though and didn't someone tested it out. Was it Chris? Did he try in the editor? And then he said it's like over 1,000 experience, or at least it should be.
Whoa,
That's so weird.
Let's get this over with.
Where?
No idea why that's doing that. If anyone out there knows what's going on, even on YouTube, put something in the comments, please, because this is just baffling me. I feel as if I've missed something in the story. And maybe these master occultists are just illusions. We've got to find the proper master occultist to kill him, which is why it's only given us 1 XP. Oh shit, where's he going? Fine. Oh, you guys. Alright, let's get a spy in again. Why can't we poison city? Action is not available. Presumably everything's already... Oh, there's nothing in the city. We can still poison it though, can't we? You're just not trying hard enough. Is he going after our Lizzie mans? Still just 2 wyverns and a Templar. There's nothing particularly powerful about that. It's just the leader that's the problem there. Could we just wipe him out if we just do 2 lots of Wrath of the Glades? That would be exceedingly cheesy even for me. Let's see what 1 does. Ah, the Templar will survive because he's got his wards. Presumably. Yeah. Then we just kill the leader. I'm going to save the Lizzie man. Oh, we don't have bloody enough movement points. Fine. I'm going to have to swift him up. Yeah, the Templar would survive, so that's fine. Let's make sure we can get there. Yeah, forgot about the Templar. So useful, Templars. That's why the Undead are the best race, you see. You get Templars. And weapon immune units. Fantastic. So I think we can kill this guy with our archers. Yeah, I think we can finish this party off. Don't need to kill him with spells. He dead. Then they're doing 25 damage each, so we can heal through that. Finally we get rid of this prick. Death is super OP, yes. Whopping 147 XP. Did he have any good items on him? Orb of Inferno, Potion of Speed. Bloody marvellous. Oh wow, and he's been replaced with a much weaker party if you ask me.
I am here.
But I shall gladly accept that. Is there any way we can do less damage to this guy so the dankest of ladies can actually kill him? Shall we have a gust? I don't think I've seen gust before. Let's have some gust action. That'll be the chili that I ate earlier. That's not particularly exciting. Jamal chimes in just to express his fondness for death. That's lovely. It's the Nosferatu, Clyde. The Nosferatu, the ranger leader for the Undeads, does sound quite like a frog. It sounds like a man trying to do an impression of a frog. My ear keeps on falling down. What's happening with that? I'll just swap it around, I think. Is that better? There we go. So this guy should be very weakened. Just because I want to get some more experience for Dank Lady. Christ almighty, what was that? Apparently our hit rate is 33% all of a sudden. That's because the Nosferat should sound like the Count.
You found me, Liaga?
Definitely should. You want me to attack where? Be marvellous. Wouldn't that be just awesome though?
I am here. I am here.
That and the one in Sacred Lands had a fantastic voice. Fresh blood at last. Marvellous. Give that man an award. Fairies are scary. Fairies are real people like everyone else, mine. They just have a different kink. Kinks are fine as long as no one's getting hurt. Unless they want to get hurt, but then that's a completely different kink. Ent? Yeah. Always the evil end.
I trusted you.
You trusted me to not warp in an evil end and kill you. Well, that's more your fault, isn't it?
You found me.
What do we have in here? I don't know why I'm just randomly stealing spells. I think we've pretty much got this wrapped up. Chant of Hasting. Oh, that's nice. Death Mana and Runestone. We've got shit tons of that. Sweet. Chant of Hasting, such a good spell. Fog of Death. Winds of Travel, another fantastically good spell from the dwarves there. All casters' movements... Sorry, all casters' units recover 100% of the movement points. This is why I say the dwarves have some of the best spells in the game. They've got very good buffing spells, and some of the movement increasing spells are just insane. Parasius might come in handy. Oh well, never mind. You always like the Laughing Skull. Which is the Laughing Skull? The Nightmare?
This over with.
Yeah, he's great fun. It's like the Headless Horseman, isn't he?
I am here.
Which is another bonus. Probably should have saved before sending Gallywin in there, because this is going to be tricky.
Where?
Dwarfs are a massive pain in the ass. Yes, I agree, Clyde. To begin with,
Oh, Lassell.
but they can get monstrously powerful. You meant the plague spell.
Let's get this over with.
Where was the plague spell? Also, I'm going to retake this city.
If I must. I am here.
Where?
Oh, Lassell.
Sorry, I just had to laugh at that because he says, I am here, and then she says, where?
Oh, Lassell.
These things amuse me. I'm sorry. Fun you could mix it up with the other units, whatever they say. A fresh blood at last. Where? Fantastic. I think we've just about got this one in the bag. Thankfully it was just 45%, so it's nothing ridiculously hard. What the fuck? Oh, I get it. It's because we've passed a certain percentage. No, something is not right. The sage. We must protect the sage. Plague Herald. What a fantastic name. Dark Elf Reapers. Nothing particularly scary there. Oh, it's the same. Plague Heralds. That's a really good name. Guess I should do the voices for Disciples. I thoroughly agree, Clyde, if that should ever become a thing.
Don't make an old man stand
I would do
around
it for
in this
free.
weather.
Should be Disciples 2 voice remix. You're the man to do it, Clyde, I think.
Oh, Lassell.
Oh no, it was just at 36%. Presumably the threshold is at 35% or something. So that's kind of like a trap. Ah yes, here it is. Beautiful, isn't it? I should be able to channel my meager power through it. Let's hope it works. Is he talking about the crystal or something else though? That's the question. Dirty old man. That was magnificent. Is that it? Well, I'll be on my way then. How much did that increase it by? Ooh, wow, 5%.
Where?
Let's get this over with.
Alright, the sage will be protected. The enemy unit which is closest to the sage is this one. So, let's just say I'm very happy and glad that we managed to steal that Chant of Hasting, because that's going to come in more useful. There we go. Thanks to our little dwarven buddies, which we massacred in the last one. Dirtier than any rod planter. I'm the rod master, baby. Alright, I think we've got this one. Just need to kill the Plague Herald nice and quick. Everyone else is gonna go for Slut Summoner. So it's over before it's even started. I believe the neutral units have a set to kill the sage. I would have thought so. I expect they'll just go completely for him. Oh, it's sad that he didn't kill that archer. This is going to take ages because they're all immune to bloody poison. Yeah, they're all immune. Can I just speed this up? Is it tricky? Is it risky to do such a thing? No, it's not. We get 2 levels up again. Sylpha's doing 83 healing. Stinger is doing 12. Sorry, not 12. That's his level. He's doing 122 plus the 12 from the portion of might or whatever we gave him.
Oh, Lassell.
Where?
So that's marvellous. In a nutshell, Clyde, I was expecting this point to happen, whereby I think it's probably more useful to just get Slut Summoner to defend and soak up the damage than it is for him to summon trees and for them to soak up damage. And the trees just don't... To summon trees to actually dish out damage just doesn't work, because they don't stay around long enough, because we're up against far too powerful units, really. Yeah, these guys are going straight for Gwelin, or whatever his name was. That, and it does randomly crash the game. That has been a thing which I have been able to tie to the trees. This is true. Yes, more or less, Clyde. I mean, if his trees became more powerful the more he became more powerful, then it would have been probably worthwhile to consider using the trees still. But they're not very powerful. They're not powerful in the slightest, to be honest. They were powerful at the start when you're up against goblins and spearmen, when they can take 1 or 2 hits. But at this point, you're just wasting your time, I think. So the best thing we can use him for at the moment is just a tank. I'm going to do an instant resolve. Alright, went fine. 361 XP. Uther is a pain in the bum on the Undead campaign. That demonic Uther, isn't it? With his paralysis attack. Yeah, that sucks. No, it's not demonic Uther, is it? Is Uther the demonic in the Undead campaign? Yeah, because you're up against the legions, aren't you?
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Tell you what, I'm going to have some more Chant of Hasting action. Let's get rid of all these Plague Bearers or whatever it is. Plague Heralds, that's right. 42%. I think the main difficulty of this particular map is actually the size of the map. It's quite hard just to manage what's going on with all the rod planters and the shit that's going on. I think that's probably why it gives you a little bit of a helping hand, and it's the whole scripting of the Legion Alliance is probably just to give you a little bit of a helping hand with that. Nice. It's another level 12 stinger. No, I'm right-handed. Mine. I do. Hang on a second. Is this flipped? I think the webcam video is flipped. Otherwise, I'd be facing the wrong direction when I'm looking at the video, and it'd look like I'm looking over there. So I flipped the video around, so it looks like I'm actually looking at the gameplay. A little bit of jiggery pokery there, behind the scenes action. Uther has the 6 wards, that's bad enough. 60 initiative with Fireball Paralyze, which is ranged attack, isn't it? Deal 100 damage. And you're undead, which is when the Dark Lords will come in handy, because they'll be immune to his first attack, so that's nice. What really hurts is if he went down the weapon immune path with your mages, because they will get mullered by Uther. Beast. Oh, gargoyle. There's the other beast. I think it's just a case of biding our time until we claim this 45%. I think we've got it in the bag. 300 health points. Andy can be doppelganged. Let's not forget. Not that I'm sure the enemy would have doppelgangers. That would be fun. Just imagine if you had to go up against Uther and 3 or 4 doppelgangers. It's a very viable strategy to take an enemy capital when you actually get control over Uther. Oh, that's sad. I've taken that city back. Here's a teeny tiny sausage. Have you seen Uther's sausage? It's got a little demonic sausage, I think you'll find. In which case the power more than makes up for the size. If you've got a powerful sausage. I think it's probably about time to take care of these guys. Because they're taking the piss. And I don't like it. Gast is the one that paralyzes, so goodbye to you, sir. She does area of effect damage, so goodbye to you also. I think we're done. Yeah, thank you. Impossible.
If I must.
Thank you.
I am here.
Are you going to be a problem? Let's make sure he's not going to be a problem, shall we? He's full leadership when you're against him, which is bullshit. It depends. Is this the third or no, second or third map that we're talking about with when you're up against Uther? Can't quite remember.
So,
Where are you gonna go? I don't want you to threaten young little Gwellis there, so let's project upon you the wrath of the Glades. Second, oh Christ, yeah, in which case that's ridiculously powerful. And it's one of those missions where you're up against like a time limit, where he's moving towards the escape point. Yeah, I remember that mission being brutal. The most ironic thing is, I think that's the mission where it introduces the weapon immune units to you, i.e. the Wraiths. And they will get one-shotted by Uther because he does fire damage, which is a bit of a piss take. Because you think, well, you give me Wraiths and then they're completely useless against the boss. It's a long time limit. Okay. I should hope so. %, boys. Hang on a second. What do we have to do when we've got 44%? Was it just take Gallywing back where it was? Return Gallywing to Solemn. Is the Solemn down here? That's Sullus. Presumably Solemn is this place where we picked him up when he was shaking his ass on the street corner like the filthy whore. Here he is. Fine then, might as well just get someone to hold up there. Unless we have a sneaky go at this Manticore, do you think? Let's do a quick save. I'm going to go for this Manticore. It's been ages since I've seen a Manticore, so I want some of that. Solemn is a city, is it? Is it the Undead City? No, Shaklag, Black Willow, Sullus. Sounds a bit like Solemn. Grommerund. Nope, definitely not that one because I can't even pronounce it. Good. I'll take out a capital on the last mission, I promise mine. I want to do it with the whatever the fully upgraded archers are because they're awesome. Oh, Solemn our city. Hang on, it might be our capital. No. Fine. No, it's none of these. Perthus. No. Am I destroying all the capitals in the next map? Fine. I'll try and go out on a massive high and destroy all enemy capitals in the next map. Here's our lovely friend the Manticore. Just look at that face and then tell me the next time I stream that you didn't have nightmares tonight. Mythological beast, the Manticore was thought to exist only in legends and nightmares. Just 150 damage with 60 poison, so the Sylph is dead. So it might be a case of just trying to outdamage him. 30 armor as well. No immunities or wars. Just shit tons of damage, really. I'm thinking it's the High Elf Lord, yes. $15 initiative, 800 HP, yeah. Oh, it's great fun, mine, Clyde. In fact, it's so much fun, I'm going to bring a little friend into the party. Let's have a little bit of lich action. Oh. You can actually kill the healer in one hot. That's right, in one hot. I can't even speak. I'm so outraged at this. Why on earth he's going for poisoning? Surely he's going to go for an out. No, he's going for the lich that he can't even poison. When did the AI get this stupid? Can he only attack adjacent units? Oh well, there we go. I do apologise. I'm sorry, AI. I honestly thought his attack really looks like he goes for a ranged attack. I'm very sorry. How much XP? Please say it's more than 1 XP. 427? Nice. Thanks, Doom, for pointing that out. We're really stupid sometimes. I miss these things. Orb of Rage. With a little face in. Oh, that's lovely. Target unit will gain another a chance to attack. Ooh. That's a new orb. That was presumably introduced in Rise of the Elves, I'm pretty sure. That's nice. If that was a talisman, then I would have made a mess in my pants. But it's not, which is a bit sad, because we can't really take it with us. Anywho, on that bombshell, it's very OP. I mean, it's the only reason I wouldn't say it's ridiculously OP is because it's just one-time use. But that's quite a powerful orb there. Makes me wonder if there is a talisman equivalent. Normally there is, whenever you see an orb, there is a talisman equivalent. So it could well be the fact that there's a rage talisman as well. Mine, can you confirm this? I know you're the living disciples wiki. Look how thick the forests grow. This must be enough to convince those cowards to join us. We must return to them quickly. Thought I already had. Oh, there we go. Hello, Ock. Look around you. Do you see Galleon has returned these lands to us? Are you a believer now? Yes, I have been watching our progress. I can only hope the Queen will forgive my skepticism. We'll move to temperance and prepare for war. I don't understand why, but I cannot argue with the miracles that I've seen. Do not be ashamed. We are all confused, but moved with purpose. We hope to see you in battle, Hillock. Do your best to survive it. We have much to discuss about returning our people when this war has passed. Yes, we will meet again. There is a chance I may not encounter your army again before you siege Temperance. We will be fighting back the humans who remain in this region. Take this. A symbol of honour granted by the noble elves. You may give this to the noble elf tribe near Temperance, so that they will not make the same mistake I did. They will join you in your conflict without question. Thank you. We must leave now. The humans have no doubt alert Temperance to our presence. We have little time to waste. Hooray! Ah, you don't see a Talisman of Rage. That's sad. We need this shield to get the noble elves on side. Is that right, mine? Then we get a load of free units. Anyway, the Elven army had nearly avoided defeat as its numbers began to shrink. Sorry, I can't read this for some reason. New allies filled in gaps left by the slain or wounded, and the assault continued. Soon the collective might of the forest would approach the massive gates of Temperance, or tapes of Gemperance, whatever you prefer. We need the item that the noble elf fella gave us at the end, that shield. But the task is not easy. It never is mine, is it? Which means that we can't take, obviously we're taking you, we can't take all 5 of the items that I wanted to take. Obviously taking the Banner of Fortune and our 2 artifacts and our boots of travelling, because they're awesome. Holy Chalice, skull braces. Hang on a second. Can we forego one of the artifacts, do we think? He's already got 30 armour. Enchanted Fortitude brings it up to 50. Plus the skull braces brings it up to 70. When you hear dragons, you'll be taking the dragoon paths. When you hear dragoon, sorry. I think there's some tapes of Gembrons. Isn't that an album from Iron Maiden or something? Tapes of Gembrons. So we're definitely taking this. So we've got a choice of the Talisman of Strength or the Holy Chalice. If you ask me. I think that's the 2 choices we have. What do people think? Sadly, we're not going to be able to take anything forward which we can just sell, because we need all this. I think the Talisman of Strength is going to come in very handy against the final battle, with an extra 50% damage inflicted by enchanted units in battle. At the same time, the Holy Chalice will boost Slot Summoner up to 85 armour. Poison Talisman. Talisman of Thanatos. 30 points of poison damage to the enemy party in battle. I think I'll pass. I'm alright for that, thanks. Because of the capital battles. But you can only use the Talisman once though. That's the problem. I think I might go for the Talisman of Strength and hope that we can get our hands on another artifact. I'm doing it. I'm making an executive decision. Sorry, mine. Let's see what the next mission's all about, and then we'll wrap things up.
A thick smoke hung heavy in the sky as 1,000 campfires were set ablaze. Even the elves were shocked to see how massive their numbers grew once word of their plight spread through the forests. The humans perched upon the great walls of their fortress city, awe-stricken by the firelight within the trees. Henry, however, was a brilliant tactician, and with support from Queen Ambriel's spies, he was able to offer both protection and the chance for a great battle to the dwarves. With both axe and sword raised in defiance, the defenders of temperance awaited an epic confrontation. Milu sat alone in her hovel, tears for her people glistening on her cheeks. She felt a comforting presence next to her. Outside, another presence spread rage throughout the elven camps.
I thought you said Milu sat alone in a puddle for a moment there. I really don't like this narrator. Can I be the narrator on the next Disciples game, please? Nom, 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 nom. I'm one of those people who has to eat something. Like a baby. We need to siege the Empire City of Temperance. What do you mean by Dragoon's Path mine? Or will that become apparent? At last we are upon the borders of Temperance. Galleon has carried us this far and still presses us forward. We have lost many and gained new allies as well. Even a handful of Wotan's children stand behind us. A dwarf is always true to his word. We're set here to repay our debt, is all. Perhaps our oracle has something for us to before we make our final march. Please, Milu, step forward. I won't lie to you. From the beginning, my visions have been shown great loss to all during this battle. We must thrust, that's right, thrust, that there is reason behind Galleon's will. We must thrust that he guides us to new prosperity. In one ear, he weeps for our sufferings. In the other, he screams for retribution. We have been treated unjustly by the humans. Our place of peace became a stronghold for their greed. Galleon promises the return of temperance. Towards temperance! Well, maybe not eat something, but chew on something. You know, when you're assessing something, the first thing you've got to do is put it in your mouth to test it out. Is it edible? That's the first question I always have to say. This is a new object. Is it edible? In the mouth it goes. Anyway, before I dig myself any deeper, this is the final mission. Are we going to be taking down the enemy capitals? I don't know. That's the plan. I don't know what our army is going to look like. Ah, I've got a centaur charger, that's nice. Let me just outfit old slutty boy here. There, that there, that there, and I guess that goes in his inventory. Idly chew things too, like hoodie strings and stuff. Yeah, or either that or I fiddle with things with my fingers. I've got I've got wandering fingers. It's a problem, I know. I might go with archer mage healer. I'm quite enjoying the fact that I'm quite enjoying the healer action that we've got going on. Party of ghosts, yes, fine. If I can find a mercenary who sells ghosts, I'll just put ghosts in the army. That's fine. We're gonna have a great time, mine. It's gonna be a Christmas victory for us all with the elves. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me this evening. It has always been a pleasure. Everyone likes Wandering Fingers, Clyde. Depends where they go though, or where they've been as well. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you either Tuesday for Fire Emblem or Thursday for Disciples, as always. If I don't see you beforehand, though, if I don't see you for the next 2 streams, have a lovely Christmas. And take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon.